right, we've got our eye on a system that's going to be moving into Ontario this weekend, and it could be bringing in about 10 to 20 centimeters of snow for areas in southern Ontario. Still some forecast uncertainty, but let's walk you through what we know so far. The snowfall is going to arrive Friday overnight into Saturday morning through parts of southwestern Ontario along the 401 corridor from Windsor to London and western parts of the GTA. Now, snow will continue to spread through the GTA through the morning and afternoon hours, making its way into Ottawa through the afternoon up towards cottage country as well. This is where some uncertainty lies. Do we get into some warmer air in southwestern Ontario? Do we transition over some icier precipitation or straight rain? That's something we're going to have to fine tune as we get closer to Saturday. So something to watch if we transition over to more of a wintry mix and some rainfall, or do we remain a straight snowfall? So that's something we're watching through Saturday afternoon and evening. Snowfall sticks around through Saturday overnight, and then gusty winds pick up into Sunday. So blowing snow will be a story, along with some lake-enhanced snow squalls off of Lake Huron. When we take a look at our snowfall outlook, again, this is just a preliminary look, but I would say areas in this darker blue, Hamilton over towards London, along the Huron shores, down towards Windsor, London. These are areas that could be looking at 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Still some areas in eastern Ontario that could be looking at 10 to 20 centimeters as well. So still a little bit of uncertainty through the GTA and eastern Ontario. We'll continue to fine-tune this forecast, so check back in with us into the weekend.
Hey folks, from one weekend winter storm to the next, I believe they've named this one as well. I think they call it Jacob, if I remember correctly. So I'm not putting too much stock into this one. It's just snow anyways. It's not a good thing, but it's not going to cause power failures or anything. That's the only thing I really worry about with these storms. So another one coming for this weekend. A significant snowfall amounts expected on Saturday. Approaching low pressure system will bring snowfall to the area beginning early Saturday morning. Total snowfall amounts of 15 to 20 centimeters are expected. Strong winds up to 60 kilometers per hour will create areas of local blowing snow. A brief period of rain is possible late Saturday, and the snow or rain will ease to flurries overnight Saturday night. In addition, lake effect snow is also expected to begin behind this system, which will create more snow for areas near Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. Visibilities will be reduced in areas of blowing snow, which can make travel hazardous. Be prepared to adjust your driving with changing road conditions. Typical. Very typical. So here's a radar shot of the approaching storm. Yeah, it kind of looks familiar, doesn't it? Coming straight up from Texas, just like the last one. This one's not supposed to be quite as scary. So, like I said, I'm not worried about it. And as most of our storms get overhyped anyways, I'm really not expecting much from it. To me, 10-15 centimeters is not a lot of snow. Maybe for one storm, but it's like 6 inches. I can deal with that. But the issue is going to be the snow squalls that come behind it, because the temperatures are going to be pretty cool. I guess in this case cold, and it's supposed to be pretty windy, and we tend to get a lot of snow from snow squalls, so I'm expecting more from the squalls after the storm. But it depends on the actual track of the wind, as you can get some major squalls that just we're right on the edge of and not get anything at all from it. And meanwhile, 10 miles down the road, they're getting like a foot of snow or something. So really not all that worried. On Friday, I didn't go anywhere. I just didn't feel like going out. And I'm still kind of stuck in my messed up sleeping pattern, so I'm up in the mornings right now. And Zach had asked me if I'd gone to the post office on Friday, because he's expecting something. And I didn't, so I told him, well, I'll go on Saturday, because I know what he's expecting is small and it'll fit in the box, so even if the post office is closed, I can still pick it up for him. So that's what I was planning on doing. Unfortunately, that means I'll be out during the storm. But that's okay. I was going to wait until noon to go out, but as I'm sitting at my computer, I heard this.
Fire dispatch, North Huron Car 3. Yeah, dispatch, I've got reports of fire alarms ringing at Josephine Street in Wingham. Could you page out the Wingham station, please?
Attention, North Huron Wingham Fire. Attention, North Huron Wingham Fire. Please respond Josephine Street for an audible alarm from that location. That's Josephine Street between John Street West and Patrick Street East. Attention, North Huron Wingham Fire. Attention, North Huron Wingham Fire. Please respond Josephine Street for an audible alarm from that location. That's Josephine Street for an audible alarm. Time of second page 11:04 on January 18th.
I censored out the actual address due to the potential embarrassment of this call. It's just a fire alarm. Somebody walking by heard it and they reported it. So I'm not taking much stock in it, but I'm going out anyways. So at this point, I figure I'm gonna go just in case. So I'm rushing to get dressed and get everything together as I'm listening to the call continue.
Fire dispatch, car 3.
Go ahead, car 3.
Page acknowledged, and you can show car 3 responding as well.
Roger that. Acknowledged and responding 11:05:52.
Fire dispatch, engine 1.
Engine 1, go ahead.
You can show engine 1 responding, Delta Bravo +4.
Roger, I copy that. Engine 1 responding, Delta Bravo +4, 11:09.
Fire dispatch, ladder 2.
Ladder 2, go ahead.
Ladder 2 responding with 5 belted.
Roger, I copied. Ladder 2 responding with 5 belted at 11:10.
Dispatch, car 3 on scene.
Ladder 2 on scene.
Bravo, go ahead.
You can show Bravo and Command and Mobile. Have been talking to people on scene. One tenant says he has burnt his breakfast. We'll be sending a crew in on air to investigate.
Roger, Bravo and Command Mobile. Persons on scene said he burnt breakfast. Crew in on air to investigate 11:12:30.
Command, entry 1.
Go ahead, entry 1, Command.
You can show we've located the cause of smoke. They had a panini straight on the burner. We're going to continue walking through and finish an air quality check of the whole floor.
Yeah, roger that. Source where the alarm coming from. Going to do an air quality check. You do have the tick up there as well, correct? Roger that. Fly station, command.
Go ahead for Fly station, command.
Yeah, you don't have any trucks on the road, do you?
That's negative. We're standing by at the station for updates.
Yeah, roger that, thank you. I don't think there will be a need, but maybe just stand by for another 5 minutes or so, just to make sure.
Roger that.
Fire dispatch, Northern Command.
Go ahead, Command. Go ahead, Command.
show our entry crew has leave to found the source. In apartment of the building, occupant was cooking and burned whatever they were cooking and set off the alarm. They are doing air quality check the upstairs as we speak.
That's Roger. Command engine crew is in apartment. An occupant was cooking and burnt the food, which set off the alarm. Air quality check in progress. It's 11:18.
Command entry 1.
Go ahead, entry 1 command.
You can show we've gained access to the fire alarm control box for the second level. It's still showing an alarm for the second level, but we do have the alarm silenced for now.
Roger that, gain access, still showing alarm, have it silent. Yeah, just do a walkthrough just to make sure then. Entry 1 command.
And entry 1.
How is the air quality? Are we going to need to ventilate that apartment or anything?
You can show the smell's already dying down. That here's clear. We just have that.
Yeah, Roger. As you get 0 readings, if need be, or can if you have to open window.
Roger that. We're going to open up the window on the apartment on the alpha side.
Yeah, Roger that. Fire dispatch, North Hero Command.
Go ahead, command. North Hero Command, go ahead.
You can show we have 0 readings on our multi-gas detector and 0 readings on our tick.
Roger, 0 readings on multi-gas detector and 0 readings on another unit, 11:20:45.
Command entry 1.
Go ahead, entry 1 command.
You can show we've completed air quality check of all the occupied apartments on the second floor. Fire alarm system.
Yeah, Roger that, 0 readings. Fire dispatch, North Hero Command.
North Hero Command, go ahead.
Dispatch, you can show we have 0 readings to the entire structure. Ladder 2 will be leaving the scene, returning to station. I just have a little bit of paperwork here to do, and we'll be clearing shortly.
Roger that. 0 readings through the structure. Ladder 2 clear and returning to station. Car 3 still on scene. 11:27:48.
North Hero Met, command, call Blythe Station.
Go ahead, Blythe. This is command.
Based on that last update, I'm going to send my guys home. You okay with that?
Yeah, Roger that. You guys can clear. Thank you. Fire dispatch, North Hero Command.
Go ahead, command.
You can show command has been terminated. Engine 1, returning to Wingham Station.
Roger that, and command terminated. Engine 1 returning to Wingham Station at 11:34:48.
Could you imagine? It's bad enough burning your breakfast, but have the fire department unexpectedly show up and start pounding on your door. I would be so embarrassed. So, just in case, I'm not gonna give details exactly where this was for that particular reason, but I thought that was kind of comical. So I'm out, and weather's actually not too bad yet. But the problem is, once again, the snow is really, really dense. It's very damp and thick. Yeah, and the monster's struggling to push through it, and that's just like driving through sugar. So I get down to Pioneer, and the worst part of the sidewalk that I usually encounter, sometimes it's filled in from the snowplow, and it's in the open, so it tends to drift in. Kind of like the section in Hanover by McDonald's where it's all open field. And it's kind of exactly like that. So I'm already struggling to get through it, and as soon as I get into it, the monster starts slowing down. And it's hard to see in the video because there's not a whole lot of detail on the snow because it's so bright, but there's a big snowdrift there, and I'm about to go into it, so I decided, no, I'm not going to bother. I really don't feel like shoveling. Really don't feel like pushing the monster today, so I just backed out and went straight home from there. Unfortunately, when I got home, I ended up pushing the monster anyways because I couldn't back up that stupid incline. That's one thing I don't like about directional tires. They don't work very well the opposite direction. And not only am I backing up, but I'm backing uphill, so, you know, all the weight goes to the front of the monster at that point. And I just can't get the traction to get it to move. So next day, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and after a little while watching TV, I decided to get up, and before I did, I looked outside. Holy cow, it's snowing really heavy. So I look at the forecast, and, well, not forecast, but the radar, and there's this snow squall right over us. And it's a pretty heavy one. So just like I figured, we're going to get more snow from this than we did from the actual storm. And we did. As soon as I opened my door, it's like, holy cow. Even looking out the window, it didn't look as bad as it is. So I kind of made my way out to the garage and opened the door. I had to get a picture of it. You're looking at least a foot of snow here. This all happened overnight. Well, we got about 3 inches from the storm, and the rest of it was from that squall that went through. And it's just crazy. So, good thing I'm not in a hurry to go out today, because there's no way the monster's going to go through that. It was hard just walking through it. Even from the snow squall, the snow is just so dense. It's really, really thick, and I started shoveling this. I had the shovel in it, and it's just coming up in big clumps, so it's all stuck together. It's really, really wet snow. So, this is going to be the first day this year that I'm using my snowblower, but I can't push it out from the garage because there's nowhere to blow it to at this point, so I gotta lift it out and go from the other direction. So I had to shovel a little bit first, and thankfully the neighbor across the street was blowing out the guy beside me, his driveway. So I had an open spot, and basically by the time I cleared from the doorway here to Zach's car, just that triangle there, that's all I cleared out. My arms were like rubber. The blow, it's so thick, it's actually deeper than the height of the blower. So it took a bit, and it's so wet and thick, the blower was really even having a problem with it. So I got that part done, and the neighbor did the other side of Zach's car and cleared out a little bit in front of it. And I did from the front of his car up to the house. I did the double width of the blower like I usually do. So Michelle can get her power chair out if she needs to. And that's basically all I did for today. I can't really clean it properly with Zach's car there, so I gotta wait for him to go to work, which won't happen until Monday. So So, but at least now I can get the monster out. So now that I can get out, heading down to Value Mart to finish off the shopping that I tried to do yesterday. Yeah, the first thing I noticed is the sidewalks are in horrible condition. So obviously they were done before the snow stopped falling. Heavily anyways, because it's still snowing a little bit right now. But it's just, they're in terrible, terrible condition. And it's really difficult to get the monster through. So I come up to the intersection and I see the next part and I said, no, I'm not even going to try to go through that. So I went out onto the road to avoid that particular spot. Yeah, this guy is pretty cool. Last winter I saw him everywhere. He just shovels wherever needs to be shoveling around town. He's not working for anybody. I think he's just doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Maybe something to do. But this is the first time this year I've actually seen him shoveling. Because I didn't expect to see him doing it at all. Because last year I heard he had a stroke and it wasn't a nice thing. So this is actually the first time seeing him. And I'm sitting here waiting for him. He doesn't know I'm there yet. Just sit here and patiently wait for him to finish what he's doing. I'm in no hurry.
I guess Mother Nature got angry, huh? It wasn't a nice thing to wake up to.
Yeah, I get up to Pioneer and I see that sidewalk saying, no, I'm not going to try to go through that. So, head through the parking lot and hopefully the other side's a lot clearer. And thankfully it is. So it's a little farther away from the road, so harder for the snowplows to throw stuff into this area. But this was all messed up yesterday. Most of it was the snow drifts that I didn't bother trying to go through. So everything's good here. Until I turn into the parking lot and Monster goes into error mode. Banging out crap. Here we go again. I did my shopping, I come out, and I'm gonna head over to Timmy's, turn left to go around the corner, error mode again. And then I get to Timmy's, you gotta turn left so I can back in, error mode again. I restart Monster, try to go, still turn left, error code again. So at this point, I'm starting to notice that every time it goes into error mode, I am turning left. And I got thinking about this. The first time it happened, I was in my driveway and I was going to back into the garage. And thinking about it, I was turning left. The day I was showing the ice from last week's storm, I went to back up. Yeah, it went into error mode. I was turning left at that point. So at this point, I just went straight home. And crossing the highway, I don't want to go into error mode turning onto the road, so I just kind of turned left slightly. Just enough to get me in the right direction. Yeah, I just went straight home from there. So, once again, I'm having a hard time backing up that stupid incline. But this time, I just didn't feel like getting off, so I just kept trying, rocking the scooter back and forth, trying to get traction on each wheel. I don't want to burn off all my tread, but I'm just kind of moving backwards a little bit at a time. So I finally get up back into the garage and I forgot I had my snowblower in there and crashed into it, knocked it over. Oops. So I still got to move stuff around. The lawnmower's in the way still. I just never got around to do it. I am so busy right now with so much. And I'm still trying to get my bedroom finished and everything moved around, so there's just so much to do. And now I got this issue with the error code, and I really need to look at that soon. So meanwhile, we may have another storm coming next weekend. So starting to see a trend here, weekend storms. This really has to be ticking off the kids, because all these potential snow days are happening on the weekends when they don't, it doesn't affect them as going to school. I know if I was in school, I'd be ticked. Now, anyway, we'll keep an eye on this one, see what's going to happen. And hopefully get the monster running properly before it gets here. Thanks for watching, guys.